Hey everyone, welcome to the in-depth drum tutorial for the song Great Are You, Lord. We're doing this song in the time signature of 6/8 at 144 BPM. One thing I will say is, if you didn't catch the overview, check it out because we explain the difference between 3/4 and 6/8, and it's helpful going forward as a drummer to know how to explain the difference. This song is a real basic song. It's such a killer corporate song though. That you kind of just don't want to ever get in the way of it. So the grooves are all very basic, and I'll teach them to you. And I think this song is all about pocket and just making it all feel really laid back and chill. This is the verse groove, very simple groove. One thing that I just did that you might want to pay attention to as a drummer, subtleties are everything. And I try to do some subtle things here and there that make the kit, even though it's a real simple groove, sound very musical. And one of those things is going into a fill, I'll pop my snare and hi-hat and open my pedal up so that it opens up the cymbals, and that cymbal wash is carrying over as I go around the drums. Right? Same fill without that. Not necessarily bad, but it is fun to be able to add some musical flair and some high-end excitement by popping the hi-hats open like that. Pretty much that's the same groove until you get to the chorus. So basically, that's your theme throughout until you get to the bridge. And the bridge is basically a floor tom and kick kind of build. And it's a 3-stage build, as we often do staged builds in worship songs. This one's pretty cool because I feel like as a drummer, we'll talk a lot at Worship Solutions about how drums are a melodic instrument. They're not just rhythmic, but there's melody to it. And in the floor tom pattern, you'll actually hear the vocal. So check it out. That emphasis, all the earth will shout your praise, our hearts will cry. And you can kind of see how like undergirding that vocal gets people pretty excited to sing it. And then the next stage of the build, basically you just kind of roll your floor tom into a cymbal hit, and then you're just going to do a build. You're keeping your kick kind of the same as your hands, so it's like this. Seems easy. Honestly, it's hard. It is really hard to get your snare, your kick, and your tom to hit at the exact same time without subtle differences, especially with your kick, because that kick pedal swing is, kind of gnarly sometimes. One thing I would recommend for drummers to do is to invest in your own kick pedal. Get a really good quality kick pedal that feels very comfortable to you. Keep that on your kit at home, but then bring that kick pedal to church when you play on Sundays. And what that does is you never have to readjust from your practice times to the church's kit, because again, all pedals have different weight ratios, differentials. I don't know how you say that, but they all have different swing patterns, and you want to make sure that you're used to that swing so it doesn't mess up your grooves on a Sunday morning. The next stage of the build is basically 16th notes on your hands, and while your kick kind of stays the same. So then on the last chorus, you'll notice that we kind of intensify the syncopation on the kit. And why we're doing that is just to give that last chorus some elevation. But there are some things that are kind of tricky, so I'll teach them to you. They're basically themed out. It's the last, great are you, Lord, tag. It's like this. basic idea of that theme is you're going to go, right? That's going to be the theme that ties the phrase together, and it's just kick, snare, great R, and then you turn the phrase, right? So just listen for those nuances in the track and join me in the play along where you can kind of practice those and think about it in terms of the vocal. It's when the vocal phrase opens up, that's where you as a drummer can throw in a little spice to make sure that it doesn't get in the way of people singing. When the words are real tight together, sometimes it's hard to do that stuff as a drummer. But just sing along and play along with the play along video and see if you can land it.